Hey everybody, we're back. We just saw Central Intelligence. We did some shopping and walking around, and we did our non-spoiler video, and now we're here to do the all spoilers video for Central Intelligence. This is all the spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, you want to click away, because this is all spoilers, okay? You guys have been totally warned, and hopefully you're gone now, right? Because something clicked up, you can click on the non-spoiler if you want, or get it down in the links. Cool? You gone? All right. So Central Intelligence. Fucking hysterical from start to finish. The chemistry of The Rock and Kevin Hart is fantastic. I'm ready for another one. I'm ready to rewatch that one. I love that there were outtakes at the end, because even those were really funny, even though it didn't need that to be funnier, but it made it funnier.
I love outtakes.
Yeah, I mean, so do I too, and these were really, really good ones. God, especially the one at the end. And we got to be careful, because there's only a few plot points we can spoil for you, and we don't want to spoil all the jokes, so that's where we want to be careful. My
favorite one is something happens on set, and The Rock and Hart are both trying to like do their Instagram or whatever the hell the kids are doing these days.
Yeah, you may have seen the viral videos when they came out months ago of them like shooting their own little on the set video.
Yeah, and they're both trying to talk, and then
you're in
my video.
Yeah, you're in my video. What are you talking about? Yeah, but I think without spoiling what it is, I think my favorite outtake had to be the tickle.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. That was awesome. But let me. Oh shit! I didn't mean I like it. So celebrity cameos. Okay, I want to get into this because I couldn't talk about this in non-spoilers. The bad guy. Again, this is spoilers, so get out if you don't want to know. It's fucking Aaron Paul, Jesse fucking Pinkman, and yes, he got his bitch line in there. He did work that in, which I know you haven't seen the show, but she's aware of him enough. She knows, but that was like what he's really popular for is everything is bitch. Yeah, bitch, science bitch. Yeah, I love you. But that was awesome. Let's see. Oh, what's his name from Arrested Development? The main guy. I'm totally blanking on. He was on Family Ties. Not Family Ties.
Watch it.
Oh God, what's his name? Michael Bluth. I know. He's been in so many things. Horrible Bosses, all that stuff.
The asshole.
Yeah. He was like he was the high school kid that threw Robbie Weirdick out when he grew up. I'm totally blanking on his name. I know his name, but I guess whatever. Anyways, Justin Bateman. There we go. Just when I'm about to give up. But yeah, he was really awesome as this douchey jerk ass. But there was a cameo at the very end. And when it happened, I'm like, oh no, don't ruin this movie for me. Don't ruin this movie for me. But I actually laughed at Melissa McCarthy.
And if you haven't been watching the Ghostbusters reactions,
yeah,
he doesn't like Melissa McCartney.
No, she's never made me laugh until now. And I don't know how much of that was.
Adorable.
She was adorable, and I'm gonna try and regain some of my street credit. I don't know. That it was her and The Rock. It wasn't just her, but it was their interaction that was really, really cute. And there's some great outtakes with those two too. Yeah. So I actually laughed at her a lot now that I think about it. Oh well, but it was really funny. So that was really, really cool. Oh my God, the way Kevin Hart got embroiled in all of this stuff, the way The Rock kept playing him.
The Rock's a fucking ninja.
I was going to the same thing. I was going to say The Rock is Batmaning people all throughout this movie, which you know what I mean. Like you turn around, you turn back, and he's just gone. I'm like, The Rock is Batman. No. Superman maybe. Oh wait, no, he's going to be Shazam or Black Adam or something like that. So cool. But yeah, he's in the Shazam movie as the bad guy. Is that Black Adam?
Yeah.
Sweet, cool. I'm looking forward to that. But my God, like he loves unicorns. His unicorn shirt is adorable. Yeah, man, they're the most dangerous animal on the face of this planet. Like the way he plays it, some of his goofy shit, like you're not sure, is that shtick or does that character really believe that?
I think this character actually has maybe split personality.
Yeah, that could very well be. Because that was very cool.
Yeah, the man crush that The Rock has on
Kevin Hart.
On Kevin Hart is kind of like
Golden Jet. Yeah. So that you may want to tell them what your idea for part 2 is then.
So I'm thinking part 2 is going to be their version of Fatal Attraction, where the man crush goes bad.
Yeah, because this might have been a little bit sweet, or 16 Candles. Because that is apparently the Rock character, Bob Stone. That is his favorite movie.
Yeah.
And there's this great recreation of it.
So here it goes. It's at the end of the movie, Kevin Hart joins the CIA. go a few years down the line. Hart picks up some mad skills himself. Like I said, the man crush goes sour, and
It's like Mrs. and Mr. Smith, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, a little bit too.
a little bit like that, yeah.
That cross that with Fatal Attraction.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the sequel. I'm sold. Yeah, I love. And that was the other thing too. Like Kevin Hart actually kind of kicking a little ass on occasion here and there, but not
Sometimes
unbelievably.
Accidentally.
Yeah, mostly accidentally, which is really funny. It's like, I know, it's hard to think you can accidentally pistol whip somebody and accidentally shoot somebody else, but it happens. Accidents happen, guys.
And not in a Tony Soprano sort of way. Accidents
Right, no. I'm no Kevin Hart. He's selling it a billion times better than I did. Oh my God, and the stuff too, when the CIA first come to his house, he's like, I'm relaxed. Don't I look relaxed? I'm not guilty and all this stuff.
No, that is you, sweetie.
No, I'm talking, okay, well, fair enough. But I love that line too about, he's like, can you just go out? I'm gonna shit. I need to shit. And then later he's talking about being so scared, and he's like, I don't have any shit left in me. If I tried to shit right now, it would be all air. It'd be like my asshole's whistling. You know, he's just going on about, and it's just like, holy shit, what the fuck? It's the kind of movie where we've missed some of the jokes because we were all laughing so hard at other jokes. So I think that's why it's going to be good for repeat viewings. Oh, but I was saying, it's believable the ass he kicks, though, because they set it up that in high school he was like the track star, the baseball star, the basketball star, the football star. He was so...
I don't think he was a basketball star.
Oh. Yeah, okay, good point. He was probably the cheerleader for the basketball, I don't know. But so it's kind of believable that he could kick the little bit of ass he did here and there. And but then there's some great just moments of like him being the distraction and things like that. So that was really cool. And honestly, the movie, it played with me a little bit towards the end. For a brief moment, it did have me thinking, maybe The Rock is the bad guy. It was a brief moment.
That's where I kind of go like, I don't think the split personality thing's too far off.
Right. Because he left Kevin Hart behind with the phone. I was like, what if the phone is a bum? Oh, shit. Because that's how like his partner died and all that. So I had that split second. But then I was like, oh no, it's gonna be his partner. Like it just occurred to me, like just that moment before Jesse Pink, Aaron Paul steps out. I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, I love the bar fight, the early bar fight. That was really cool too. He's like, I don't like bullies, and he just beats the crap out of those 4 guys.
Oh, I like his assessment of the situation before he goes to town on the guys. Seeing as how you have a firearm that's more than likely unregistered and
in a public place. Yeah.
And I hate bullies.
Yeah. He just whips the shit out of him in a split second. Kevin Hart's like, holy shit, man, that was awesome. Oh my God. Okay, I'm totally jumping around here, but probably the thing I might have laughed hard at, or one of the many jokes, I don't know what I laughed hard at, but was near the end. When he was going to work at the CIA for the first day, he comes out to the truck and The Rock is complimenting how he looks. It says, you look like a black Will Smith. And Kevin Hart's like, I don't know if that's racist, but I'm going to take the compliment. But the entire theater just died at that, because that just caught us all off guard. That was so good. Oh my God. These two, they really put the buddy in buddy movie. Mm-hmm. Like that was really the best part about it, is you knew those two guys, they were just having a blast working together. Yeah. And then the Rock with his fanny pack is great. Mm-hmm. The coworker, the over-sexualized coworker. Yeah. And he doesn't believe the CIA lady is a CIA. He's like, boobies, titties, show me your tits. Thinks he's a stripogram. And he just fucking zaps him with his taser. That was awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh God, and then when he first meets Bob Stone, gets the Facebook request. And Bob sends him a link and he opens it. And it's like, oh, me so horny, while he's on the phone with his wife, and he's like, oh shit. And then there's that like dance, that like performance art dance thing of the guy with the giant metal rod attached to his junk that he's like banging into a pole. I don't know if internet, you've probably seen it. And like that's on his screen is like his whole office of coworkers walk by. They're like, that's inappropriate for the workplace. And then the sleazy guy ducks back. He's like, hey dude, forward that to me. So all that was really good too.
And this is why we don't get on Facebook at work.
Yeah, pretty much. But the inflatable gorilla outside was such a great setup. I thought it was just kind of a funny sight gag, but it was a great setup for how they survived crashing out through that window and everything.
It seems to me that in the previews, they lived in like a pool or something.
I don't know that they showed it in the preview. And again, previews can be tricky. The way they may have cut it, I don't know. I really don't know.
There are no pool landings in the movie.
Right.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of wondering.
But we might also be confusing it with the guys falling into the pool and the nice guys. Because there are some similarities going on there. So
go back and rewatch.
Yeah. And again, I'm not like trying to. In a sense, those two movies are kind of apples and oranges. There's very little. They're connected by the fact they're fruit, which is a weird way to describe two movies, but very good movies. And God, I just really love this one. It just really did it for me. And like I said, I keep saying it, but I want to see these guys again and again and again. Yeah. Anything else? Like any other major things I'm missing? Because we don't want to just sit here and tell you all the jokes. Some of the action. Oh God. Oh my God, the torture scene and the finger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, y'all see what I'm talking about. That got a big
It's like that's not supposed to be that way.
Right. No, it's not. And there's like all these like little jokes, like when like a guy is pointing a gun at these guys and he's like, go sit down, and the guy starts to sit down in the other guy's lap. He's like, oh shit. It just little touches like that just keep piling on the funny in this movie for me, So it's just really, really good. Really good. All right, well, yeah, that probably about covers it. I mean, maybe there's something we forgot and we'll kick ourselves for, but you know what? Go see the movie. Seriously, go see the movie. Ignore bad reviews, because I don't know what they're talking about, because that movie was damn funny from start to finish, and I can't wait for more.
If you want dry humor, which may have been what the critic was going for.
Which is a weird way to look at it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what? The critic probably, too, is also looking for, a lot of times critics expect every movie to be, the masterpiece of cinematic filmmaking. And it's like, no, movies should be what they sell themselves to be. So if a movie says, we're an action, buddy cop, fun summer movie, and they deliver on that, it's a good movie. If a movie comes out and like, we're the new Citizen Kane, and and it is, okay, that's a good movie. But if they're not, then they're not, and it's a bad movie. But as long as you're delivering on what you're trying to be, that's how I look at it when I do my reviews. That's why I consider myself easy with movies, because most movies are what they set out to be, or at least close to it. So, but ignore all that shit. Just go have a good time with this movie. Really good time. Seriously, is apples and oranges to compare it to Finding Dory. But honestly, I like this. I like this a lot more than Finding Dory, and I love Pixar, so it's not like I'm down on any animation or anything. But of the two movies we got to see this weekend, that's by far that wins for me. Dory is a better looking movie.
Yes.
Well, unless you really like
The
Rock.
And quite frankly, I could look at The Rock for quite a while.
Honestly, it's not even my cup of tea, but I'm not averting my eyes. The man is an Adonis.
But yeah, Finding Dory, better looking movie.
Central Intelligence.
Funnier movie.
Yeah, by far. And that's one other thing I will touch on before we get out of here.
But you can't really take your kids to it.
No, maybe of a certain age or a certain type of kid, but it's not for young ones. They probably wouldn't get most of the jokes anyways, but yeah, so one other thing I'll touch on before we get out of here, I mentioned it in the no spoilers, but the de-aging in the beginning is phenomenal. I'm pretty sure they've hired younger actors to go out and play the bodies that have like trained with The Rock and Kevin Hart to really get their mannerisms. And then they do a de-aging and face replacement, because it's pretty astounding how good those guys looked as younger kids.
Actually, I'm not entirely sure with Kevin Hart's character.
No, there's
his his general body build looked about the same.
I hope Kevin Hart doesn't watch this. No offense, sir.
What? I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't study as much as I studied. The Rock's body.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Right. And no shame in that game. But anyways, I thought it looked great. I was really impressed. The technology that we can do that now, that we can make people 20 years younger, we can show them in high school believably, and not have it be a completely different actor, is really cool for me. Really impressive. I really dig that. But yeah, I think that's about it, guys. So again, we barely scratched the surface on the comedy in this movie, so go see this movie. If you thought any of that's funny, go see it. You'll like everything else. Other than that, this is the spoiler video, so I would love to hear what you think. Comment down below. We can go spoiler crazy down there. And, thumbs up of encouragement. Encourage me to do more, because I like doing this stuff and I like to be encouraged. Subscribe if you're new here. We do all kinds of fun, geeky stuff every single day on the Eric Butts channel, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Share it with your friends. I'd love for them to be a part of it. Let's all be a part of it together. Yay! And, yeah, so I think we're going to get out of here. We're going to try one more store and see if I can get lucky with some exclusive pops, and probably won't, but we'll see what happens. And look, I didn't make another get lucky joke, so before I screw up and do, I'm going to get out of here. So we will see you guys later.